Dana, I bet you've been checking my channels and Boohoo's channels, and I bet you've been waiting for me to kick Boohoo, I'm guessing. Oh, Dana, did you really think I was that predictable? The thing with me, Dana, is that I'm really surprised you haven't gotten this yet. I do the exact opposite of what somebody expects out of me. But the funniest part is, Boohoo initially did have a certain amount of trust in Mrs. Anonymous Dick, until Mrs. Anonymous Dick overplayed her hand and tried to use her false friendship with Boohoo as a stick to beat me. And from that moment, Boohoo and I agreed that he would have to feed her a certain amount of salacious shit for her to believe that he was eating out of the palm of her hand. I can and will show messages between me and Boohoo discussing this and discussing what would and wouldn't be said. I am a little surprised that she said she would marry me, because I'm already married, but I do think I said that he would make somebody a great husband. But we both agreed that a lot of it would have to be twisted and it would have to be salacious for Mrs. Anonymous Dick to feel that she had something confidential and private. Like I said, you could never predict my moves, and you could never engineer nor manipulate me into behaving in a certain manner. Whereas I was able to predict Mrs. Anonymous Dick would be ripping his conversations, and I was also able to predict that you would have those conversations and that you would use them, which shows what a dirty, fat lowlife you are on two manners. Because you now have opened it up where I am free to publish Mrs. Anonymous Dick's begging message. You do remember Skype, and how when he made a message begging for his family to be left alone, how you just used it as a video with which to laugh at him at. Well, that's the position you've just put Mrs. Anonymous Dick in. You've made it where she is now a legitimate target, and where I have no qualms and I still retain my air of being above you, because I'm not a lowlife. And only when Mrs. Anonymous Dick proved me 100% right, and that happened when you posted that video, was I free to be able to do that. So this one's for Skype, and it's for Boohoo. The audio you're about to hear is Mrs. Anonymous Dick trying to get herself out of a big hole. The messages you're seeing are just a few that show the disloyalty between these idiots and how they would eat their own. They would throw anybody under the bus just to get out of it themselves. Dana, you're going to have to try a lot harder if you want to engineer rage, or if you want to orchestrate some fallout between me and Boohoo. I decide when I fall out with somebody, not some fat donut eating thing like you, Mrs. Anonymous Dick. Your video is now just fodder for me to listen to and to smile to myself, a bit the same way that Skype's video became. You all remember Skype. He was promised, if he made a video apologising to Vera Linus, that he would be left alone, as would his family. That wasn't the case. The video was used to have a good old laugh at, the same way as I'm now going to use your video for all the people you've harassed to have a good old laugh at. Dana, nice try. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that.
Okay, this video goes out as a video response to I'm a Red Moose. The reason that I'm doing this video is to respond to where I had said that I wasn't going to be acknowledging you anymore, and I really meant that. I'm not going to be trolling you. I'm not going to be saying anything at all. I'm just trying to remove myself from this whole situation, to be honest. I have 3 beautiful children that have been stalked and trolled, and I've had Great American Mom putting my kids' names out there, their ages, and their photographs in videos and on channel backgrounds. So I do know all too well what it's like when family members get trolled and used in troll games as a means to bully and intimidate another user. I shouldn't have gotten involved in any of this stuff. I wish I hadn't gotten involved ever. I regret that I ever even found YouTube or any of it. But the purpose of this video is to let you know that I'm a parent first. I'm a mom of 3 kids. I'm a single parent. And I do the best I can. And my number one job is to protect my kids at all costs. And that's what I'm trying to do. I don't have anyone that I'm angry at right now other than Great American Mom because of the way she has violated my children the way she has on YouTube. And all because she believes that I was working with you and that I outed some game of hers, and I didn't. You know, as God is my witness, I didn't. And that was her excuse to put my babies out there like that. And yeah. But anyway, to close, I will not be participating in any of this stuff anymore. I just want out. I want to go back to making gun videos and truther videos, which is pretty much what I always did before all this trolling started. Okay, I also wanted to add that I realize I'm not cut out for all this. I realize the game on YouTube is really ugly, and people will use other people's family and everything they can to try to hurt them or try to intimidate them or bully them. And I mean, I know all too well what that feels like. Great American Mom did tell the truth about one thing, that I have been very, very sick. I've been in and out of the hospital since June. I'm very, very sick, and I'm just surviving day by day. You know, I was in the hospital for 6 days in August, and I'm currently awaiting brain surgery. That's not something that I really wanted to be public knowledge, but it's obvious that she told you about it, and there was something I confided in her with. And I now realize that there's no such thing as loyalty or friends on YouTube. I mean, there's some that I have consider friends that have been very loyal and very, very true. And for the love of God, I don't even know what in the hell I supposedly did to her. The story changes day by day. And I'm not even I shouldn't even be bothering you with that, but I'm just saying that the truth is that I want out. I just want out. But for the last 2 weeks, I've had to check every day because for 2 weeks, Great American Mom has been putting out videos with my kids, making channels and putting videos out and then burning those channels as soon as I see it, because the whole purpose was for me to see it and for it to hurt me, and it did. When you have 3 minor children that you're trying to protect at all costs, and you find that your little children are being used as weapons in some sort of troll game, it's awful. And I realize that doesn't have anything to do with you. And I realize that it doesn't have anything at all to do with you. I'm just trying to explain to you where I'm coming from. And it's embarrassing that I'm putting this out like this, but you know, I'm just trying to be as real as I can be. As far as how much this has hurt me and my family, and my teenage son has been being harassed on Facebook now for 2 weeks, getting friend requests from accounts that claim they know me for the sole purpose of just taking pictures of him off of his Facebook page. And I've contacted law enforcement. I've done everything I can to make it stop, and Great American Mom isn't going to stop. She doesn't see anything wrong with trolling minors or children, and I have a problem with that. I do. And that's really all. I know that I am not perfect, and I've never claimed to be perfect. I know that I have made my share of hate videos, and I have done my share of trolling, and I've said some pretty uncool things in comment sections, and I'm not proud of it. I look at some of the comments that I made, and yeah, I shouldn't have made those comments. I shouldn't have said those things. And yeah, my purpose is I'm not trying to say that I'm innocent or that I'm somebody who is a victim or something. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. I realize that I've dished out my fair share of things over since January. And I'm not asking for anyone to forgive me or to, excuse my behavior, and I'm not trying to justify my behavior. But my children, I feel like when Gam did what she did to my children, she crossed a line. I won't ever forgive her for what she did. She can't take it back. She can't take back that video that people saw. She can't take back putting my kids' names out there. She can't take back any of it. And she and I will never, ever be cool. We'll never be friends. This will never, in my opinion, ever be over for me. As I love my children more than my life, I would lay my life down for my kids. And seeing your children be made fun of and ridiculed and having videos made parroting your son's disability and having her viciously going around saying that somehow it was my fault, that calling me an alcoholic. I don't drink, but yet she doesn't even know me. But again, I said, I can't forgive that. I will never be able to forgive it because my little boy is old enough to use a computer, and it would devastate him if he came across a video about him on YouTube made by someone who's old enough to be his grandmother, making fun of him for something that he is absolutely my inspiration because he's done everything to overcome that disability. And he's my hero, and I love him so much. And that's really all I have to say. Thanks.